So I do the registrar rota for paediatrics, and it has normally on average about 28 people on it. And what makes it complicated is that almost all of those will be part-time. Before Lantum, we used to have basically a Google spreadsheet, and we would start planning for each rotation based on a 16-slot rolling rota. Inevitably, that was extremely difficult. And so what then I would have to do would be manually move shifts around into the number of columns of people. And that was a kind of ludicrous manual task that used to take many days. So I think the biggest pain was trying to fill all the shifts that we needed to with the allocation of trainees that we have, given their part-time nature and their specific requirements. And doing that was almost impossible manually. The registrars tell me that the main thing, they really like having the leave built in and not having to start off a rota, having to make loads of arduous swaps and not knowing that they're going to be able to attend the wedding that they want to. And that is all now built into our rota from the outset, and they find that really beneficial. I think the running of the rota on the Lantum interface is also wildly easier and less. You can't introduce errors in the same way that you used to on the Google Sheet, and it makes the management of rota very simple, because I don't accept anything through emails at all. It all just comes through Lantum and then gets approved or not approved, and it's very smooth. So I have found Lantum the most responsive kind of IT company that I've ever had any interaction with. I think what's been lovely is to see that the team really wanted to take my feedback on board and make improvements and make things work for everyone, and that kind of co-design has been really excellent. For example, one rotation I remember we had a shortage of trainees, and what Lantum can do is obviously prioritise all the out-of-hours shifts and plug all those gaps. I like its capacity to build a rota, and I think that is unique. I don't know any other system that has a build capacity in it, and I think it's the only software I'm aware of that can help us with that. So there's the kind of build function that I think is quite unique, and then the interface itself is just a really simple software interface for upkeeping a rota ongoing, and makes it very straightforward. I wouldn't ever want to go back to manually flipping shifts around on a Google spreadsheet. So for me, it's been, it has revolutionised my way of doing the rota, and I think every iteration we learn more and we get better.